You'll have seen a few days ago, and to everyone's surprise, Microsoft announcing a new folding smartphone. The Surface Duo is effectively the Andromeda project that Microsoft have been working on for 3 years, with a couple of very important changes, both, in my view, for the worse. Firstly, in its original form back in 2016 or so, this ran Windows 10 in some form. Firstly, Windows 10 Mobile, I'm sure, then they tried Windows 10 on ARM, and the software still didn't seem right to Panos Panay and his team. Understandably, they then switched track and tried Android, which still isn't right in terms of full dual screen support, but at least it will be when Google has finished Android 11 next autumn, hence the arrival of the Duo in a year's time. And going Android means that the vast Play Store app system is available rather than the few thousand Windows 10 UWP apps. However, while I recognise all this makes sense, at least a part of me wishes this was still Windows 10 Mobile, developed and polished, or Windows 10 on ARM, just to be something different. By the end of next year, there will be half a dozen flagship folding phones with both plastic and twin glass approaches, and you just know that Microsoft's offering will lag a bit behind in terms of specs and internals. So why would anyone buy a £1,500 Android running Surface Duo when you can get the Samsung Galaxy Fold 2 or Google Pixel Fold or whatever for the same money, but with better cameras and a truckload more experience at making Android smartphones? Far better, surely, to say this is the only way to get the Windows you use on your laptop or hybrid on your phone, i.e. it's a professional tool, so of course it runs Windows. Oh well. Secondly, the patents for Andromeda showed screens that curved way over their internal edges with optical refraction trying to disguise the hinge gap and give an illusion of a continuous screen. I'm guessing that actually making said displays proved too hard, because the Duo as presented now is simply 2 flat panels and not even OLED, and there's no attempt at all to hide the black hinge gap. Oh well, it was a nice idea, Microsoft. So, although I was incredulous when Microsoft actually revealed the Duo, aka Andromeda, aka Surface Phone, I'm not also immediately attracted to buy it. It's not the miracle device to save Windows Phone. It's not Windows 10 in your pocket. It's just a 2-screened Android phone with lots of Microsoft apps installed, plus development of the Microsoft launcher. And can't we get close to that now with a few installations on an LG G8X with its twin screen accessory add-on available now? Anyway, more on this in a year's time. Now, smartphones are funny things. For some people, they merely need to be a powerful pocket computer, a portal to all things online, and the faster the better. For others, including myself, they want more. They like fabulous audio, both wired and through stereo speakers. They like incredible imaging, taking good shots in any lighting conditions. Such people, again including myself, are already well served with some of the existing flagships. My Galaxy S9 Plus, my iPhone 11 Pro, my Pixel 3 XL, all being good examples, albeit at sizable retail prices. But what if you're in the former group? What if you can live with an okay camera? What if you can live without stereo speakers? What if you can live with an okay headphone jack and DAC and would like to save £500 or more? This, the £350-ish Xiaomi Mi 90 Pro, it fits the bill. Think about the price again, then consider the inclusion of a Snapdragon 855 with 6 GB of RAM, 128 GB of storage, a 6.4-inch notchless Super AMOLED display with a 4000 mAh battery and quick charge 4 compatibility. That's a lot of smartphone for the money. In terms of OS, it's Android 9, but with Xiaomi's MIUI 10 over the top, plus a multitude of first-party Xiaomi applications, including Mi Cloud, an antivirus, it's not clear which, Xiaomi Weather, AliExpress, Mi Cloud Backup, Mi Store, Mi Video, Quick App, ShareMe, WPS Office, Yellow Pages and Facebook. Most of these aren't actually uninstallable either, though you can usually disable them if needed. It's quite an upload though. Happily, MIUI itself is lighter than it used to be, which is good. There are cartoony touches here and there and some inconsistencies in terms of theme, with blinding white panes popping up in an overall dark theme, but I can live with what Xiaomi is now shipping, just as long as I have half an hour free to try and, well, tidy things up before first time use. Now, Xiaomi's update record is patchy, so I've no way to predict where the Mi 90 Pro will be in a year's time. Though there's an Android 10 beta for the device, and reports are that the 10 Android 10 is coming as soon as this month, so let's hope the Chinese company keeps up the security updates too. So a very fast and capable Android smartphone with an excellent screen. The lack of notch is because the front camera is pop-up, lined with a flash of red LED, a nice touch. There's also the possibility of registering one's face, but in the current build there's no way to use this to actually unlock the phone. Maybe this is coming in an update. A nice always-on display gives time and battery status along with a subtle astronomical graphic. Always great to see AMOLED being used well. Apple? It is, however, that point in a review when I start to complain a little, and these points aren't hard to guess in advance. Fingerprint recognition is done with an under-display sensor, and it's better than most once you get the hang of exactly how to position your thumb. Miss the centre by a few millimetre and it's no dice. In day-to-day use though, I'd say I've hit 95% accuracy at unlocking on the first press, though this still doesn't get close to the 99.9% accuracy of an old-fashioned capacitive scanner. Just saying, Xiaomi. Down at the bottom there's a single mono speaker. I thought flagships were supposed to be stereo now. It's a bit middle heavy too. It's a demo, full volume. It's a bit underwhelming really. I think Xiaomi used a cheap component compared to the best of phone speakers in 2019. Up at the top there's the 3.5mm audio jack, so well done Xiaomi for that. Though there's been no attempt to put out high fidelity. You get the DAC that's built into the main chipset and it's enough. But I had to run it at 100% volume in order to really enjoy my music into my reference headphones. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, there's a triple camera array on the back. The now ubiquitous 48 megapixel camera pixel bins down to 12, an 8 megapixel 2x telephoto and a 13 megapixel wide angle lens. However, none have OIS, and this comes out all too clearly when taking shots in low light and at night. Noise is high, artifacts are too common despite the pixel binning, and in all light conditionings there's too much in the way of edge enhancement in my opinion. Not a terrible imaging setup, and the software stabilised video fares a lot better, but everything about the Mi 9T Pro's cameras screams not quite flagship level, which again is probably okay at the price. There is a lot to like on this phone and a lot to excuse on the ground of that £350 price, and I haven't even mentioned the lack of Qi charging or waterproofing. But can everything that's missing or compromised be excused at £350? Well, maybe. If you're a gamer or social media addict or business user, then you can't really go wrong here in terms of raw speed and beauty. But for the creator and general consumer of media, then I think I'd rather put my money towards the similarly priced Pixel 3a series, which also have emissions but do boast a top camera and decent stereo speakers. In the meantime, I give you, yes, the Xiaomi late summer 2019 flagship, the Mi 9T Pro.